Hi, it's EDK with another Monday motivation video for you. And oh my gosh, what a day I've had already today. Have you ever had one of those days where everything just seemed to not be going your way? I'm sure you have. We all have had those days. And today was one of them. I was incredibly challenged with technology today and started getting really frustrated, and then hour after hour was going by trying to fix the problem I was having with my computer and panicking because I needed to get some things done, including this video out to you guys on Monday. And I was so frustrated because nothing I was doing was seeming to work. So it's good. It was a good lesson now that I can laugh about it. It was a good lesson because it ties into exactly what I wanted to talk about today. And that is, if you are not liking what you're producing, if you're not liking what you're experiencing in life, in the moment, in the day, you have to change something. It's not going to magically change for you. So ironically, this is the topic I was going to talk about, and I was getting stuck in my own stuff and then realized, oh, I got to do something different. This is not working, so I've got to change something. So the first thing I did was change my thoughts about it. Instead of being in that stuck frustration mode and staring at the computer, just thinking something I was going to push was magically going to make everything better, I pulled away. I pulled away from the computer and I got quiet and I just thought there and thought, okay, how can I get this done? And geniusly remembered that I can use my phone to record a pretty decent quality video as well, which is what we're doing right now. So as soon as I made that shift, I was able to move on. I was able to change the negative thoughts that I was having into a how can I get this done, forward moving thought. And then I also got inspiration to change the technology I was using to accomplish the same task. Now I know that that might seem like an oversimplified illustration of what I teach other people to do, and trust me, still have to remind myself to do all the time, is that when we're trying to have something better, something more show up in our lives, and there's something that we're dissatisfied with or not happy with, and we find ourselves constantly complaining about it or focusing on what it is that we don't like, what it is that's showing up in front of us that we're not happy about, yet we're not doing anything different. We're not changing our behavior. We're not changing the pieces that we have control over. So unfortunately, even if we are motivated to do something different, to make a change, a lot of times our energy and where we put our focus in terms of what we're trying to change goes on everything outside of us. Changing the other person or changing the other people in our family to do what we want them to be and do in order for us to get happiness, in order for us to get the result that we want. And it just doesn't work that way. The effective way to make change in your life is to focus that change on you. Now, I'm not trying to say change who you are and change yourself in order to fit the mold that somebody else wants you to be. The type of change I'm referring to is changing your responses to the people and the events in your life in order to get closer to the outcome that you want. So change your thoughts, change your responses, change your habits, change what you focus on, change what you read, change your friends. Notice how all of these changes I'm making are things that you directly have control over. They're a decision that you can make to take action in a different direction than something that you've already done before. In order for us to get that more, to get that better, to get the ideal relationship that we want, to have a more fulfilling career, to have better relationships with our children, better relationships with our friends, to be healthier in our bodies, we can't continue to do the same things that we've done in the past or continue to do the same things that we're doing currently, because if those were the things that were going to get us the results that we want, they would have already shown up. If I don't make a change right now, a change to me and what I'm willing to accept and what I'm willing to allow and how I'm going to respond, what's this situation going to look like 5 years from now? What's my life going to look like 5 years from now if I change nothing? And when we ask ourselves those hard questions and we get honest with ourselves, then the picture that we're seeing up ahead doesn't look all that different than what we're seeing in front of us, which is fine if what you're seeing in front of you is what you want to experience, is how you want to be living your life. And until you're willing to invest just as much energy into making the decision to change, because it is a decision, then you're going to continue to get what you've gotten. It doesn't magically change on its own. I'm Edie Kay, and I hope that helped you. If you liked this video and you know that there's somebody in your life who could benefit from this as well, then share it. I want you to share the video. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear in the comments section where maybe you've applied this in your own life and you asked yourself the tough questions and you made the tough changes that might be uncomfortable at first, but the benefit on the other side was awesome. I would love to hear your stories about that. If you want to get noticed every time I release a new video, which I do every Monday, then you can do that in two ways. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a red subscribe button somewhere on the YouTube channel that you can click, and you're just going to get notified every time I post a new video. If you want to not only get notified every time I upload and post new videos, but when I share other content for you, come on over to ediekay.com. That's EDIEKAY.com, where you're going to receive those notifications, and you're also going to get first notification of any upcoming programs or events. Again, I'm Edie Kay. Have an awesome week, and I look forward to talking to you next time.